welcome to Space Boy channel. So, you know about facts about Russia thing? So, we'll be continuing the compilation of facts about Russia. So, this is part 3 of the facts about Russia. Let's begin. So, what should we discuss about? Yes, Russia versus USA, which will be the main topic of this episode. The facts about Russia, part 3. The United States and Russia maintain one of the most important, critical, and strategic foreign relations in the world. Both nations have shared interests in nuclear safety and security, non proliferation, counterterrorism, and space exploration. Due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine, relations became very tense after the United States imposed sanctions against Russia. Russia placed the United States on a list of unfriendly countries, along with South Korea, Taiwan, European Union members, NATO members except Turkey, Switzerland, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Micronesia, Japan, and Ukraine.
Hey, that's my duty to say about it. And besides, you asked me for help, but I guess you know everything about Russia.
Oh, I almost forgot that you existed. And I knew some facts about Russia, so I was sharing it with the audience. I'm sorry, you can explain the facts about Russia, after the Patreon ad. Are you ready to explore the universe of knowledge with us? At Spaceboy Learning, we make learning fun and engaging for curious minds of all ages. By becoming a Patreon, you'll unlock exclusive content. You'll get early access to new videos and tutorials. You'll get Patreon only Q&A sessions with our team, exclusive resources and worksheets, a vibrant community of fellow learners. Support our mission to inspire and educate and help us reach for the stars. Join us on Patreon today and be part of the Spaceboy Learning adventure. Now back to the video.
So it's my time, right?
Yeah, go on, continue.
Okay. After the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, the relationship was generally warm under the Russian President Boris Yeltsin. In the early years of Yeltsin's presidency, the US and Russia established a cooperative relationship and worked closely together to address global issues such as arms control, counterterrorism, and the conflict in Bosnia. During Yeltsin's second term, US-Russia relationship became more strained. The NATO intervention of Yugoslavia, in particular the 1999 NATO intervention in Kosovo, was strongly opposed by Yeltsin. Although the Soviet Union had been strongly opposed by the Titovian flavor of independence, Yeltsin saw it as an infringement on Russia's latter-day sphere of influence. Yeltsin also criticized NATO's expansion into Eastern Europe, which he saw as a threat to Russia's security. After Vladimir Putin became the president of Russia in 2000, he initially sought to improve relationship with the United States. The two countries cooperated on issues such as counterterrorism and arms control. Putin worked closely with US President George W. Bush on the war in Afghanistan. Following the 9/11 attacks, tensions began to rise as Putin became more authoritarian and the US pursued policies that Russia viewed as threatening to its security. The US supported the pro-Western government in Georgia, which led to the Russo-Georgian War. The US missile defense system created another source of tension following Putin regaining control of the Russian government in 2012. Relations between the two countries were significantly strained.
Okay, now it is time for the intermission. Hey Globe, can you please give me 2 minutes? I want to explain about the space exploration of Russia.
Well, I don't know much about space because I'm the Earth. I know facts about myself, not space, so yes, you can take 2 minutes to explain about space.
Okay, so let me explain about Roscosmos. Ahem. The state corporation for space activities. Roscosmos is a state corporation of the Russian Federation responsible for space flights, cosmonautics programs, and aerospace research. Originating from the Soviet space program founded in the 1950s, Roscosmos emerged following the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991. It initially began as the Russian Space Agency, which was established on 25 February 1992 and reconstructed in 1999 and 2004 as the Russian Aviation and Space Agency and the Federal Space Agency, which is Roscosmos, respectively. In 2015, the Federal Space Agency, Roscosmos, was merged with the United Rocket and Space Corporation, a government corporation, to renationalize the space industry of Russia, leading to Roscosmos in current form. Roscosmos is headquartered in Moscow with its main mission control center in the nearby city of Korolyov and the Yuri Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center located in Star City in Moscow Oblast. Its launch facilities include Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, the world's first and largest spaceport, and Vostochny Cosmodrome, which is built in the Russian Far East in Amur Oblast. Its director since July 2022 is Yuri Borisov. As the main successor of the Soviet space program, Roscosmos' legacy includes
Hey, don't try to cheat. Your explanation has exceeded 2 minutes.
but
You can explain the rest in part 4, okay? It's my time to explain.
whatever.
What were we discussing about? Yes, Russia versus USA. Let's continue. Okay, under the Russia versus Ukraine, let's see about the mutual perceptions by the country's populations. A poll by the University of Maryland, College Park, released early July 2009, found that only 2% of Russians had a lot of confidence that US President Barack Obama would do the right thing in world affairs. Russian media has criticized the United States over the past years for pursuing an anti-missile system in Europe, for favoring NATO expansion, and for supporting Georgia in its armed conflict with Russia in 2008. Prior to 2014, the Russian press expressed varying opinions of Russia-United States relations. Russian media treatment of America ranged from doctrinaire and nationalistic to very positive towards the United States and the West. In 2013, 51% of Russians had a favorable view of the US, down from 57% in 2010. The opinion polls taken by the Independent Levada Center in January 2015 showed 81% of Russians tended to hold negative views of the US, and a number that had nearly doubled over the previous 12 months, and that was by far the highest negative rating since the center started tracking those views in 1988, as well as surpassing any time since the Stalin era. According to the observers, this contrasts with only 7% of Russians in April 1990 who said that they had bad or somewhat bad attitudes towards the US. Likewise, the figures published by Gallup in February 2015 showed a significant rise in anti-Russian sentiment in the US. Okay, I think that's enough for the facts about Russia, but we need to in part 4.
Globy, why you didn't allow me to explain anything about space?
Because you said that you only speak for 2 minutes. You spoke for 2 minutes and 1 second.
No, I only spoke for 1 minute and 53 seconds.
Wait, let me check. Oh, my bad. Anyways, we're running out of time, so I'll explain it in part 4.
Okay. Hope you guys learned something new in today's episode. Thank you and goodbye.